What's going on, Boomerang fam? Just stopped from McDonald's and I said, let me get with you guys. Let me get with my YouTube family and do a quick video. Today's topic, because when my topics come, I gotta roll with them. I've seen this on a lot of people's timeline. Is the issue of forgiveness, and I'm just gonna deal with it from my perspective. I've, as a human, we all human, have people that I had to forgive. Close family members, friends. Here's my take on it. In the past, I've had people who I still am not talking to, and people will say that I haven't forgave because I haven't talked to them. Doesn't mean I don't love them any less than I did before. It's just that certain people, right, I cannot allow around me because it's not conducive to my well-being. Here's the thing. A family member, let's take this into example, right? You have a family member that you love and you trust, and y'all go out and y'all tight, you know what I'm saying? And you don't know who around you is jealous of you, or who may be harboring some guilt, or not doing well, or not where they want to be at in their life. Family, friend, whoever, take your pick. And it's hard sometimes when you tell somebody something. Look, I'm a private person. You're hanging out with somebody, and you say, look, let's keep this between us. And then you go out somewhere, and the person who you told that to is not there, but your business that you told to only that person comes back to you. And when you confront the person, they want to make excuses, and they want to deny that they told, but they told because you only told them. So you forgive them, right? And then it's a pattern starts forming. You trust them, because when you forgive somebody, usually you trust them a little bit, and you allow them back in your space, and you try to carry on. You try to make things the same. You trust them, and it happens again. And then it happens again, right? People may say, but how many times am I supposed to forgive? 77 times, whatever. You can forgive somebody without having to have them in your space. See, this is where I disagree with a lot of people, because some people, their energy, they don't want to take. This is what even Oprah said. Some people do not want to be accountable for their energy. So therefore, it's my responsibility to be accountable for the energy I allow around me. I'm going to take accountability. I'm not going to allow you to keep doing this to me. If I asked you not to do something repeatedly, and I forgave you before, and you keep doing it, that means you don't respect my feelings. That means you're selfish and you're broken, right? You got to resolve some issues within yourself. If you can't acknowledge, you're broken because you want my forgiveness, and you're apologizing, but then there's a pattern and you keep doing the same thing over and over, and you won't take accountability. A lot of people will not accept the fact that they are doing something wrong, because sometimes they don't even feel that they wronged you. T.D. Jakes, another great person we'll talk about. If you're here in the middle somewhere, and you have somebody that you're dealing with and they are broken, like if you're full of love, you're full of, you don't have no animosity, you're full of just trying to help people around you better themselves. And because you have goals that you want to achieve, so you want to bring people along with you. You want everybody to rise to the top with you, because you're working on yourself. But then you're dealing with somebody who's empty. So it doesn't, it's like you trying to fill their cup up, and you take it from your own cup. You understand what I'm saying? How does that depletes you? You're a full cup, and every time you appear, you get around this person, and you trying to give them some love. You're trying to help them flourish. You're trying to trust them with things that you cherish, financially, emotionally, your time. So you pouring this into this person's cup, and since this person's so empty, instead of them helping their cup get full, they just like letting your stuff. It's almost like they have a hole in their cup and it's just wasting. You pour them and there's a hole in the cup. So you not, you think you helping this person, but they're not really receiving it. Again, I'll use an example. A husband and wife. Let's say this wife has forgiven her husband for cheating on her. He comes back to the house after he cheated. A few months later, he cheats on her again. She says, well, I really want my marriage to work for the kids, for me. I want my family to work. She takes him back the second time. A few months later, he cheats on her again. Y'all get where I'm going with this, right? So now, she's forgiven him so many times, but how many times is she supposed to forgive him at the expense of herself? A question that I had to learn is that also that I heard and made sense is when you're dealing with someone, anybody in a relationship, any type of relationship, ask yourself, this is a very good question, excuse me, what is dealing with this person going to cost me? What is dealing with this individual going to cost me? And when I say cost, I'm not talking about money. That could be part of it, but that's not the main thing. That I'm talking about. Is it going to cost me heartache? Is it going to cost me stress? Is it going to cost me mental anguish? Is it going to cost me a lot of money? Because you got people who are users. So you got to see people for who they are and say, is this person depleting my life, or is this person helping me replenish things, build? If it's not helping you build, they're depleting, you can love this person. If they wronged you, you can forgive them, but they have to work on who they are for me before I can fully be around them and deal with them on the same level. Again, it's almost like if you are a normal person, you going to work, right? And you have a family member who's a drug addict, and you trust them over the house for dinner or something like that, and then after they leave, you notice some valuables are missing. Now, you forgive them because you say, well, they on that narcotic, they messed up. That's my fault for, I should have hid my stuff. I shouldn't have left it out in plain sight. But it's really not your fault. They took your hospitality, your love, and their mind wasn't ready to appreciate it. So they depleted, they took from you. And then they get mad at you later on because they say you're not ready to forgive them because you don't want to let them back in the house. No, I love you, but I gotta love myself more. I've told you several times not to come in my house and take. I've told you not to, as a friend, not to go and share certain things that we are supposed to be sharing just amongst ourselves because I'm private. And you did it anyway. That means you just disregarded how I felt. There are friends who are envious of you. People sometimes they can't help it. They'll be your friend, but if they see you going at a faster rate in life, climbing, moving forward and achieving certain goals, and they're still down here, they haven't achieved their goals yet. It's like you're a reflection of sometimes of what they are not doing or something that they're doing wrong. And so sometimes they might sabotage you, not because they want to. It's because it's their inner self. It's when I get around people who are surpassing me and their family or friends, you know what that does for me? That makes me happy for them. And if I want what they got, that motivates me. I have to be around people like that. For me, I have to be around people that are going to influence me. Because I'm such a loving person. So, when I'm receptive of the people that are around me. So I have to be around positive people. I have to be around go-getters. I have to be around people who are trying to achieve things. If I be around people that they don't want to do nothing and just be violent and get on all that, that might sooner or later start showing and reflecting in my personality, because I'm so loving and I'm around people when I want to make everybody feel comfortable, because I know what it's like to not feel comfortable. So when I'm around people, I just want everybody to be loved. I want to show people stuff with my love, or if I could buy something to make you happy. That's just who I am. So I need to be around positive people who are influencing me, people who are out to get stuff that they want to achieve as well, so we can just keep on building each other up. But again, back to the level of forgiveness. You have to make sure, don't let anybody tell you that the way you forgive them has to be on their time, especially if they're the ones who wronged you. I could pick up a phone 10 years from now because I wasn't ready 9 years ago. I wasn't ready 8 years ago and say, hey, how you doing? I think we need to go and have a talk. It took me 10 years. It might take you one. It might take you one day. But for me, it took 10 years because I needed to see. I needed you to see all those times I forgave you and let you in. You didn't show any signs of respect. You didn't have that distance for me to appreciate me. So, yeah, I forgave you 10 years ago. You just didn't know it. But I just wasn't going to let you be in my space until 10 years later so you could see why it's so important that you respect me, because you need to appreciate me, because without me, now you see, before I gave you those chances that were forgiveness, but I let you right back in. So now there's forgiveness, but there's a space. And that space is for you to appreciate. Sometimes we have to make people respect us. Sometimes people think, oh, yeah, they'll get over it. They'll get over it, and they go right back to who they, their rude behavior and their rude ways. Don't let people do that. Don't let people do that to you. I go through this a lot. So many people say, you holding a grudge, never letting it go. You don't know how to move on. Who are you? I'm moving on just fine. But I'm not going to move on with that same negative people or around my space that are not contributing to me positively. If I gotta be arguing every minute, but why is this happening? Why are you not listening? No, I don't want to. If I gotta be, that's not helping me. I can forgive you, but I don't want to deal with that. I want to remove that from me. There's enough of that to encounter with people who I don't know. There's enough negative, there's enough mean stuff, there's a lot of evil stuff, there's a lot of unsafe places in this world. I don't need to invite that towards myself for someone that I love. If they can't act right, then they don't need to be around me. Anyway, y'all, I just want for yourselves, just think about it. Think about if somebody you haven't forgave them. You can forgive them when you're ready. And also, make sure that when you forgive them, make sure that they are acknowledging what they did, not just by saying sorry, but make sure that the sorry comes with a change in their behavior, so that forgiveness, you don't have to keep going back and forth. It's different. It's different. You forgive people for different things. I'm not saying you don't forgive a person because they did, but I'm talking about forgiving people for doing the same wrong to you. Yes, it does say somewhere in that good book, forgive up to 77 times, but it also says do not be a fool. Wisdom is the crown of glory. All right, y'all, that's all I got for this afternoon. I hope we are having a beautiful week, and I'll see you next time on The Place to Be. Thanks you for tuning in and sticking around with me on Nays Way. All right, boomerangs, be good.